Hey there, party people. Welcome to What's Happening.
Hey everybody, I'm Frankie J, and to my right, your left, is the six-time Hall of Shamer, T.O./Todd. And you're here for the second installment of What's Happening, brought to you by Raw Life Productions. Todd, T.O. in the 716, what's happening?
A lot going on here in 716. We'll get into it, but there's some big news here.
Well, we got a lot of good stuff. We talked from everything. Should you order au jus with your prime rib or not? And got into a lot of really deep stuff last week. It was a great show. Thanks to everybody that showed up. The question we have for you today, folks, because we're going to ask a question before every show. Who has ever had or has a toxic relationship with a sibling? And is it good or is it bad? We're going to talk about it, and we're going to share our sibling experiences when we move along here during What's Happening. But we asked the question again. Who has who has a toxic relationship with a sibling that could be borderline criminal? And wherever you may be watching, it could be Facebook, YouTube, or on Instagram. Let us know in the comments any of the any bad toxic relationships you have with siblings, or good ones even. We like to hear good stuff too.
I want to know about the good ones.
Yeah, well, me too. We'll probably hopefully hear from somebody that actually had a good one. So we're going to talk about that and a whole lot more. It was a blast last week. But before we get into that, T.O., why don't we do this? We will be taking phone calls here pretty shortly. Feel free to text message, even leave a voicemail. But before we do that, we always like to start our shows off with, now for almost 10 years now, we've always sort of done this thing called On Your Day, and that's where T.O. takes over.
Yeah, a little on this day. I'm going to minus the music today. 1662. The first public bus line begins. You know where this began in?
Nope.
Paris. Horse-drawn.
Whoa.
Do you know what ended up stopping this public bus line? Much like what stops everything these days?
I don't want to say the government, but the government.
Pickpockets.
Whoa.
And overcrowding. So while the people were sitting there waiting for this horse-drawn carriage to come, they're just getting pickpocketed left and right. Stealing. Stealing raises prices and causes a lot of problems.
A lot of Wild West going on.
Yep. 1892.
That's old.
Lord Stanley donates the Challenge Cup, which later becomes the Stanley Cup.
I got a fact about that.
Wonder what that guy looked like. What's the fact about that?
I always wondered for years, not to go off topic here, how do they always fit all the new teams' names on the cup as the years go by, and the cup never seems to change size? I'll look this up when we get into it a little bit in the show, but there's actually some sort of like written, regulations of the Stanley Cup that after a certain amount of years, teams get taken off, so that way the cup remains. So I always wondered, if somebody won in 1960 and they put a little plaque of that team and all the names from that team, how the hell do they fit all the teams over the last 50? I mean, the cup would be 10 feet tall.
I just thought they kept adding a new ring.
But it would be like 10 feet tall. From when we were kids, sucker would be huge.
Well,
I mean, that's a lot.
Small.
Yeah, but I'm going to look it up on how they decide and when and what teams. I think it might even depend on the significance of that Stanley Cup or whatever. There's actually a guideline for how they take the names off and add the new names and how they do it and why they do it. It's pretty interesting.
2003. Here's another one.
I miss Feed the Ducks, man. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I know. George W. Bush, your favorite president, Mr. W. He launched airstrikes to start the Iraq War. Little bombs over Baghdad he did.
Yeah.
That was one of your favorite Outkast songs. 1981.
Couple M80s.
The U.S., this happened in 1981. Okay, listen up for all you Fauci freaks out there. 1981, the U.S. disclosed that they were testing biological weapons in Texas in 1966. But in 1966, 67, 68, 69, 70, while being questioned about this, they said it absolutely didn't take place.
Of course not.
Boom.
Never happened. Boink.
All right, let's cheer it up. If it's your birthday today, want to know who you share a birthday with?
Who?
Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah.
You said Laqueef.
Queen Latifah, 56.
Wow,
Bonnie
really?
Blair. Yeah,
She's
Bonnie
wait,
Blair.
she's only 56.
56.
Queen Latifah's only 56.
56. That's what I said.
Wasn't it? She's in a couple movies with Adam Sandler. There's a one. Is it based on a true story where Adam Sandler played a washed up ex basketball player / coach, and he went on a recruiting trip. And I don't quote me on the country, but he went over to this really just crazy shitty country and found this ginormous dude that was killing it on the basketball court, and brought him back to the U.S. as a comedy / real / drama. And Queen Latifah plays his wife in that movie.
Wow. Yeah,
Adam Sandler.
She did do a lot of actressing.
Very pretty woman.
UNITY, it's a unity. That
Yeah,
was a
very
big
pretty
song.
woman. I always thought she
Well,
was pretty.
How about Bonnie Blair?
Bonnie Blair, what about her?
62.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Here's another one. Vanessa Williams, 63. That's all I got for birthdays today.
All right, well, happy birthday,
What if it's
everybody.
your birthday out there? Happy birthday.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, happy
Happy
birthday,
St.
everybody.
Patty's Day yesterday. Anybody else cleaning up their house from the leprechaun disaster that took place?
Leprechaun. He's the leprechaun. You know what? I never really was a huge fan of St. Patty's Day. Most of my life, well, the first 20 years of my life, I was in restaurants working. I always had to work. When this holidays, you work, except for Christmas, pretty much. You're at work. So, and Tommy D, even though he's not listening today, huge shout out to Tom. He's been a chef well over 50 years now. Very, very, very reputable chef in the Buffalo, Greater Niagara area. So we do give him a shout out for that. He's still doing it. Still doing it. He's basically had a shoulder replacement. Well, surgery. I'll call it a replacement for comedy factor. But he's done it with nothing but ethic, code, dignity, respect, honesty, and he was always awesome. So we give shout out to chefs today, because when you work the holidays, people don't realize that, like police officers, they work every day. So there are people that don't get to enjoy the holidays. St. Patty's Day, never one of my favorites, because the Irish people annoy me. Sorry if you're Irish, but you people annoy me. They're all red-faced, redhead drunks. And, I don't know. I don't want to.
True.
I don't want to drink beer with green food coloring in it. Like, I don't.
The farmer and his animals will drink again someday.
How do you hate that?
You got green on. You like green. You like lawns. You like that stuff. I don't know, man. I've just never really been really into the whole St. Patty's Day. Let's all get loaded. I don't like corned beef either.
I've never had it.
Well, it's supposed to be good. I don't know. The name of it sounds weird to me. Corned beef.
Yeah, I never. I'm going to try it soon.
Tom, we'll try corned beef. Have him make it.
Please bring your thermometer, Tom.
Yeah, don't forget that goddamn thermometer. We should send him one that says what's happening or what's the temp.
Yeah.
There we go. If anybody takes that idea, remember, you heard it here first live on what's happening. It is recorded, time stamped, and I do have a receipt. So if you steal that idea, people already take from us all the time. They do. Oh, by the way, hang on one second. Something's going wrong here. Alexa, studio on.
There you go.
Did the light change?
Yeah, don't hook up your stuff to that. Other people can just turn it off.
Because I just tried to get one, and I thought the light turned off, but it dimmed. It's on now. Okay. Thanks, Alexa.
Oh, that's good.
How's your Alexa studio coming?
I don't have one.
You should.
I hate AI, actually.
Yeah. But you know what we do right now? Because
what do we do?
This is where our conversations are already underway. We're going to put the phone number up. And you can, like I said, call in live. And if we're on the phone, you can text. Or if you want to just go right to a voicemail and leave a voicemail, we'll play the voicemails over the show. And again, everybody, wherever you might be listening, all one of you, if you could definitely share this out to your fan base and give us a like, that would be cool. Thumbs up. We do work hard and have evolved into what I feel. Dylan, I don't know how you feel about this. Probably we're going to be up there in one of the funniest, coolest podcasts. We've worked hard. We need a break here.
Oh, no time for breaks. I don't like breaks.
No breaks, but we got to catch a break.
I work nights. We don't take breaks.
We don't take breaks.
No,
Okay.
because who's going to take a break? You're going to take a break at 4 a.m. You're going to fall asleep. That's when half the world's sleeping.
Well,
There's no breaks.
my last job, my last couple jobs that I had that were union jobs, you took your breaks. I mean, were
Well,
they always the allotted half hour? No, most times they were like 2 hours.
you were the
And
town. You worked for the town. I mean, they got guys watching you take breaks while they take
don't
their
ca-
breaks,
we're all
just to
taking
make sure
breaks.
nobody gets hurt.
You know what? And I don't care if anybody out there knows that I used to work for them. I never drop names or townships or anywhere, counties even. But there was times, and it did bucker down a little bit near the end of when I was working there, which was around 2020-ish, where they started to bunker down on all that sort of thing. But, back in the day when I worked for them, man, it was like we'd get done with our work like after 2 hours, and it only took 2 hours, and we had an 8-hour shift. And
No
so,
shit.
like, here's how it went with the union contract. In the union contract, folks, listen to this. It was in the union on how long our coffee break was in the morning, where we could not go for coffee, and our union lunch was in there. Everything. It was detailed to the core of like this is everything. But our coffee breaks, yeah, half hour, yeah, right, yeah, half hour at the coffee shop, and then we would drive to the job site and stand around for another half hour smoking cigs, hanging out, and getting ready to work. And then we'd spend a half hour setting up to work, and then before you know it, it's like 11 o'clock. So then you start cleaning up because lunch is at 12. And then you get some stuff done, you button up, you go to lunch, you get your lunch, you eat wherever, and then you come back and take a half hour to, start working again. And then in the union, when the workday technically ended at 2. So at 2 o'clock, right?
Wow.
2 o'clock, you stop at the job site, wrap it up. Unless it's an emergency or something important, you stop at 2 o'clock, load your vehicle, whatever you're doing, go back to the plant, and that's where you're to rinse out your vehicle, put your tools away, bunker down, get ready for the next day.
Not a bunkering
And
down.
then, yeah, that would take a half hour. So from 2 to 2:30, that would be that time to come back, fuel up, whatever, because you had to gas up the equipment, you fuel
Sure.
up the truck, everything needed fuel. Do all that, which would take like 5 seconds, because you fuel up in the morning and not have to fuck with it at night. There's
Yeah,
always
you were
ways around
bunkering
things.
down, so you weren't really driving.
Yeah, we wanted all the free time we could get. Then from 2:30 to 3, we'd sit in the break room and just sit at the tables. Some would play cards, some would watch the TV, others would talk, hang out, and then you'd see like clockwork, and everybody, the same person, was always first in line, and you had your place in line every day.
Wow.
And they'd stand at the time clock. So as soon as it turned 3 p.m., they'd start going through and putting their hands on and buttoning out and leaving. So
I'd be the last
really-
one sitting there reflecting on how much time I stole that day.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's how it was. And then if there were days where you just got done before, like, let's say the end of the day, let's say you got your job done after lunch, you didn't have to do anything. Then the famous words were, go get lost, see you at the plant. So you would just drive around, find a hiding spot, tuck in somewhere, whatever. And it was before GPS. And
Tax
just hide
dollars.
out and take a ride, meaning don't go back to the plant or they'll find something for you to do. So, like, you'd be working with 2 trucks at a job site, and one guy would drive by, hey, all right, get lost, man. All right, see ya. Everyone knew. Just drive around, go sit in a park. You're a town truck. You're sitting in a town park. You're working, right? You're in there.
Apparently.
It's visual. It's all visual. And
You
then,
punched in. I don't know if you're working.
honestly, out of an 8-hour workday, I kind of,
Sound like the Office Space movie.
I mean, actually, the work was hard, but it wasn't the way we did things. It was just like there was too many people on a job site. We'd have high lifts to lift up heavy shit, so no one really had to kill themselves. But if you're down in a storm drain building a storm receiver concrete, you're crouched down in there lifting, and you can, get messed up. But for the most part, it's a job to have. It really is. I mean, you're all miserable all the time unless you. Well, I wasn't. That's why I got canceled, because I tried to laugh, have fun, and no
Oh,
fun,
didn't fit
no
in.
fun. Well, I disagree with a lot of the nonsense that was going on. I'm down beating the hell out of myself, and I had been there a while, and they bring these new kids in who are sons of, the old timers or whatever, and they're firefighters, and they get hired, and next thing you know, they're up in a truck, getting full time in a truck where I had to earn that full time, man. It took me shit, from 1998 or 97 to
Who you know?
2000.
Who you know?
Well, I was in, but it was like when you're above, I was bottom of the poll in.
Yeah, you're not related.
I wasn't related to anybody.
Yeah, you're
I was
not
friends
related.
with.
You're just
If you're
in.
not blood, yes, it's the blood runs thicker. Yes, you're definitely right, because I knew everybody. Everybody knew me, but I wasn't related to anybody. I was the lone wolf.
It's a crazy
So-
town here in Buffalo.
Political.
Dude,
I mean, there's a
there's
lot
some
of-
shady crap going on right now with
Well,
that
we dealt with
Geraci,
some of that.
Geraci trial. Have you kept up with any of that? I know
don't
you're
need
not
to.
allowed to speak, or else they'll be knocking on your door again. But 5 witnesses now mysteriously gone.
What?
3 directly related to the case. 2 you could make a case that are related, but 3 directly. 3 witnesses gone. Crazy,
Wait
isn't
a
it?
second.
It's very corrupt here in this town, as we know. I don't want to say too much, or I'll be going missing. But yeah, follow up
I
on that
wish-
story. It's very, very interesting, to say the very least.
You know, I wish I actually knew about that a little bit more.
Dig in, because it's going to be a movie soon. 100% going to be a Netflix special, a movie.
And it's funny because I know
Come knock on my door.
I know the one player that was local for our town
There you
that
go.
was indicted by the FBI for lying to them when he was heavily involved at one point. He was that place, from what I understand, and this is just what I've heard, so we're not reporting fake news. Shush, whatever. Here's the thing. They buy people, man. They buy law enforcement at the state level, the county
Federal.
level, the federal level,
Federal.
the local level. So they always have those people in line, like they wine them and dine them, and they sucker themselves in. First of all, if you're don't go there. Like, just don't. Why do you do that? I mean, you're better off hiring a private escort to come to you at a hotel room versus putting yourself out there in a strip club. You don't think it's eventually going to backfire? Come on, man. So anyways, yeah, the story goes that he had, and the one local guy actually worked in the school district with me. He's a police officer for the school. And I know a lot of the local cops. But yeah, he got himself in a pinch, man. He was lying to the FBI. And I have not been watching the trial on it. Last I heard, he had pled down somehow to not be put in jail or prison, and he's gonna somehow get his job back eventually, that's the last I heard. And that's why I'm like, if there's even an entertainment of putting this guy back in a position of power, then I don't even want to listen to it. No, you're done. You're never gonna be a police officer again. You were in a federal investigation. You lied to the FBI. You were hanging out at strip bars doing things that cops should not be doing. You shouldn't be a cop. Go work at the strip bar.
Is he one of the ones that are missing?
I don't know who's missing. Is this really news? Is this really like local
Yeah,
news?
no, it's yeah.
Really?
I don't know if the TV's playing it or not, but yeah.
So, all right. I'm gonna find out about this because I'd
Yeah.
like to know. I
The
really
one lady
haven't-
she actually fled, I believe, and she died of overdose of fentanyl that was allegedly given to her through a Xanax pill.
Okay, so here it is. This is the local news where you are.
It's very,
Channel 4. It says
It stems
here,
deep, the corruption. We'll just say that.
on Wednesday, today, he pleaded guilty to one count of impeding or interfering with a federal office, lying. The plea came after a mistrial. Of course it was a mistrial, because why wouldn't it be? He was charged with a felony in connection with his dealings with the owner of the club. It's now closed, but not really, because somebody bought it and reopening it, right? Different name. Yeah,
LLCs, baby.
They're right by the airport. You're not going to close them. There's 3 of them. They've all been raided. This happened in 2022, 2019. I don't know.
No way.
It
There's
was
drugs in
huge.
strip clubs?
he turned a blind eye to a lot of things, like the other ones that are eventually going to get caught up with, and unless they were smart enough to run for the hills and never tape themselves or get themselves in a jam. Right? There's others. There's always others. I mean, you don't just lone wolf that. This isn't a.
The guy to knock at my door.
Come and knock at my door. Three's Company. Someone's knocking at your door.
Whew,
Do you want to bring him on? Bring him on.
Especially after this.
All right. Well, anyways, about that, if anybody here locally is watching and knows what we're talking about, feel free to drop a comment. We're on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook right now.
Yeah,
Not Todd's Facebook.
Oh, you true crime people. Yeah, did you put it on my Facebook yet?
Oh,
might as well take a second and do that.
I probably should do that. But we do have something fun that we planned for today. While I go ahead and share
So I'm still on
the
the
show
ban.
to Todd's Facebook because he got banned for being a bad boy. Can't say certain things. Can't do that.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Apparently we don't have freedom of speech, kind of like Australia.
Hey, mate.
Down under.
Okay. Shared. We have a game we wanted to play. We had brought this up last week. And don't forget the question that we asked in the beginning of the show. Do you have or have you had a crazy relationship with a sibling, good or bad? We want to know, and Todd's going to get drilled in a little bit about that. So anyways, back to Battle at Hand. Tio and I had come up with this idea. Well, first of all, our last show went forever. We really didn't anticipate going over an hour. To those of you that thought we would go less than an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, that was the full intention. But we were having fun. We were taking live phone calls. Everyone was having a good time. People were coming and going. It was pretty sweet. We were getting a lot of engagement, some phone calls. Anyways, we came up with this idea because if you look in the back of Todd, he's got a really nice billiards table that he never uses. He's one of a million of people that buy pool tables and never use them. Look at that sucker. Really nice, perfectly level. And I had seen a viral reel of some people, and they all threw money on top of a Roomba vacuum cleaner, put it on top of a pool table, and the game was be the last ball standing, and whoever's ball didn't go in a pocket via the Roomba won the pile of money. And we thought it would be fun to try live on the show. I'll be stripes, he'll be solids. If people want to get in on the action and we can start a gambling ring, that would be pretty sweet. Anyways, he's going to turn it on. We might be able to hear it in the background a little bit, but we're just going to go with it. It's really not that horrible. And T.O. even has control of his mic where he can maybe even lower the volume of his microphone volume.
Don't hit Fauci.
Yep, Dr. Fauci is watching as you see him standing there.
It broke the balls.
It broke the balls. Anyways, I'm stripes. He's solid. We will go back and forth between views of cameras to let people know and keep them updated as to what's going on. So who do you think is going to win, stripes or solids? I'm stripes, he's solids. T.O. thinks he always wins. He's sitting there with his Apple. That nice studio with an iMac computer, which he thinks sucks. Anyways, he's going to come back on the regular screen here. We're going to let Roomba play pool. I'm straight. It's not that bad. We can hear it out. It's not that bad. You might even be able to do a setting where the noise cancels in the background. Anyways, we're going to do Roomba Pool. Roomba Pool. What does everyone think about Roomba Pool? I think it's awesome.
I think that's a pretty sweet idea.
Like,
if I do say so myself.
If I do say so myself.
I mean, $100 says I win. Clearly. You said 1,000, but I'm deep pockets.
You are definitely deep pockets. That's for sure.
Want to take our what do you want to do next? You want to take our one? Well, I had one voicemail last week.
You did have a voicemail. Sorry, I was zoned out there for a second. I was looking something up about that.
Then I'll
case.
get into my sibling story, I guess.
Oh, I got so much stuff.
Me and my sister had some good battles. I love my sis, but
well, phone lines are open. We do have a voicemail. When we got the voicemail, only Todd knows. Todd, who is it? Do you know? Or
I do know. It's our boy Sidechain. Hold on.
Sidechain left a voicemail. Sweet.
Yeah.
Love Sidechain.
Apparently, he can't watch the live shows because he does stuff and he watches the replays. So he's very happy that we actually have this voicemail set up so he can interact with us. Hold on, let me.
Oh, also anybody that's interested, the what's happening phone.
Okay.
The what's happening phone line's always open for during show for phone calls. Off show time, you can text or leave a voicemail if you want to communicate with us or leave us a message for our next show. Feel free to do so. Go ahead, play a voicemail. Side
All right, let me go to. I'm gonna play it real quick here.
side.
Sorry, just work with me.
Yo, what's happening? You guys doing good? Hopefully, I figured I'd leave you a voicemail. I was listening to last week's show, and a topic that sparked my interest, I guess, was that bidet. Because I had gotten myself one of those bidets a couple years ago, and the word to the wise, if you're going to get one of those, make sure that you get that shit heated. Because there ain't nobody going to want no cold water shooting up their behind while they're sitting there relaxing. That ain't relaxing. Shit. Yeah, just take heed from Sidechain. Make sure you get that water heated. And I just want to ask you guys a question, if that was all right. I wanted to know, because I was sitting over here reminiscing a little bit about my childhood and what it was I liked to do. I was an avid boxer back in my day, so Sonny Liston, Cassius Clay, Jack Dempsey, people like that, names like that bring me back to my childhood. And I was just wondering, what memories you two had about your childhood, and if you could share a few of those, maybe. I know generation gap is a little bit big, because I'm a little bit older, but I always love to hear childhood experiences and what memories you guys took with you, as you grew up, as you grows up, one might say. So hopefully you guys have a good day, have a great rest of your show, and I'll catch the replay. I'll probably call you next week. Thanks, Sidechain out.
Sidechain out.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's such a great contributor to the Raw Live brand. He was calling in weekly there for a little while when we did the Raw Live show, when we had our other two with us, Joanne and Tommy D. Super nice guy, always real quick to be on and off the phone, but he always was always awesome and funny to listen to. So, yeah, we're always happy to hear from him and hope he's doing well. Thanks, Sidechain, for watching, as always. We like our loyal listeners. He's been loyal from the start, along with a few other people. Dr. Jagus here, I think, has been a loyal listener to our brand here for the last couple years. Few years, actually, Tio. We've been at this for a while. Jeez.
Yeah. Definitely recognize the Dr. Yagus name from days in the past. What's your favorite childhood memory, pastime?
Yeah, definitely. Or feel free to call in. I think he's called in before, actually, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
You
know what I miss? I'll tell you
What?
what I miss. I miss a lot. I had a good childhood. Not talking about Imus in the morning, but I'm talking about Imus.
Imus was sweet.
Going outside and just laying on the grass and staring at the clouds. Letting your imagination go, staring at things in the sky, just stuff like that. I mean, it's priceless to me almost. It's things you don't do anymore as an adult, It's not too often you go out there and lay down and just stare at the sky anymore. So I miss that. I miss a lot of things. I miss running to my friend's house, knocking on their door, talking to the people, having to talk to their parents. Hey, can Johnny come out today and play? I miss all that. I had a good childhood, I think. Those are a few things I cherish. How about you?
Well, for me, it was the same thing. It's how we lived during those days. We didn't have cell phones. I mean, I remember when call waiting was like, holy shit, you got call waiting? Yeah, got call waiting. Remember that was a big deal?
Yep.
And we never had an answering machine. We never had any. You did?
Mm-hmm.
From the start. Oh, you were one of those had it all families?
We had an answer machine. I remember the phone being connected to the wall. I don't know if anyone out there remembers that. It used to be connected to what they called the wall.
Oh yeah, the wall phone. And then if you were really cool, you got the long cord that would go all the way through the house. You'd get the 20-foot coil cord. Remember those suckers? Yeah. You'd have to wrap them around furniture and put cushions over them, and and then they came out with the wireless phones.
Yep. I got someone said him and his brother would grab those toy guns and shoot those little plastic disc bullets around at each other. Remember those little? Pretend they were ninjas,
eye
he said.
protection? Pretend they were ninjas.
Remember those little teeny discs, and you would shoot them out? Those were sweet.
Yeah,
It was
I do.
awesome. Yeah, I remember playing those. Hold on, I got another one. Someone else said something that they remember. Oh, someone else said they remember playing hide and seek for hours.
Whoa,
We used to
that's
play hide and
original.
seek for hours too.
Hide and seek. It was the
Hide and
best
seek
game.
was
If you,
sweet.
there was always that one person that found that one stupid spot where you could never find him,
Yeah,
or people would just legit cheat.
I was pretty good at hide and seek.
Did you play hide and seek all the way through the neighborhood though, where you'd go on other people's
No.
properties and?
Yes, but not the
'Cause
whole
we-
block.
Okay, because we would do that. We would go on other people's properties and stuff,
Yeah.
and there.
Oh, for
yeah,
sure.
And hide in trees and under stuff and in
Yeah. We used to do
sheds
a lot
if they
of-
were open.
Ding dong ditch, ring and run.
You know what we did one time? I had a pear tree and an apple tree in my backyard.
And a
So,
partridge?
In a pear tree, yep. The apples, before the guy got super old and his wife died, they would use them and cook with them. They weren't like apples you would eat; they were cooking apples. And then they let it go, so it was all bees. So we would bucket them up and either play apple baseball with them, have apple wars, or we would grab bags of them and go to this guy down a few doors and across the street. Had one of those metal awnings. He was really mean. Stay off my lawn! Oh, he was a really horrible man to his wife. You could hear him yelling at her all the time. It was just Mac. This is what he did. So one night we got a whole bunch of them, probably about 50. And at the same time, we all started launching pears and apples onto this dude's metal awning. It was like midnight. It was like, boom, 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 boom. It was like the opening scene of Saving fucking Private Ryan. You hear all like going on. Dogs are fucking barking. All my friends bolted. And I got stuck because he had come out. I thought a couple were going to hang back and hide behind the bush with me across the street. And they had all ditched. They just left. They were gone. Fireworks and everything. It was
Holy
crazy.
shoot.
So I stayed there and he went looking. And he walked by me probably a good few times. And I was just, I don't even think I breathed. But I was his paper boy. And he liked me, so I was the one kid in the neighborhood who he liked. And I was I was just so scared he was going to find me that he would feel betrayed and take his PTSD out on me. But
We had one kid hide behind. We would do ring and run, and we'd usually run across the street or as far away from the house as we could go. But this one kid would always just run and hide behind like the nearest vehicle, which is usually the vehicle of the person's house that he just rang and run. So he
man.
comes out, and this guy, we used to do his house all the time, and he could never find us, so he was already pretty pissed off. So this dude comes out, my buddy and I run across the street, we're yelling at the other kid, like, come on, not there.
No, don't
He
go
hides
there.
right behind this guy's car. He comes out with a shotgun. Comes right out, finds him because he's not hard to find. He's right there. This kid nearly shit himself. He was so scared. I think my friend's mother actually came out and was like, no, they're just playing. It was crazy. I couldn't believe he would hide there. And he used to do this all the time. We used to, at the end of the night when we wanted to get caught or whatever, we'd send him up because we knew he was going to get caught. But he would just hide in the dumbest
You always set the
places.
one up that could get caught.
Oh yeah, it's like, why are you stopping there? He hid
my
behind
God.
underneath someone's tree. It was right next to the house. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
There's so many times where different things had happened with pretty much the same group of guys, but there would even be separate incidents at times where just, for example, when the streets would be covered with snow, we would hook this, those handles they use in the weight sets to pull the weights, the handles and the chain or whatever. We'd hook that up to my friend's bumper, jump on an air tube,
Oh yeah.
and we'd add rope length to it, and we'd swing around the neighborhood like a boat on water with a tube. And we got into this cul-de-sac, one of those like roundabouts, and our friend had no gloves on, sneakers, no hat, was not even close to being ready to be out in the winter weather. It was cold. And he's like, I want to go. And we're like, all right, we'll go slow for you, man. He's like, yeah, I just want to. And we took him around that cul-de-sac, and they had the big hills of snow at the ends of the driveways from people shoveling and the plows. So we were watching out the back window, and you see him, boom, jumping over these hills because he was getting swung around like a wake almost. You see him on the tube going over the hills, and then all of a sudden you see the tube come flying up empty. He had I don't know what happened, dude, but we all pulled over and we were laughing. We couldn't get out of the car and we weren't seeing him. We're like, oh my God, he's fucking dead. And we finally got out, and we got out there, and he was laying like, picture laying on your head. It was like he was laying on his head over, but he wasn't moving. He's just laying there. We thought he was dead. And then all of a sudden he like kind of jumped up. He must have flipped off and landed. I don't know. But
my buddy in high school, best friend growing up in high school, he
see him disappear.
used to do burnouts all the time in the school parking lot.
Burnouts.
He flipped his car over in the school parking lot from doing donuts. He literally flipped this car over. I wish he would call and tell the story if he's watching. But, dude, I don't know how they ended up getting it flipped back over the right side. If him and a bunch of other people flipped it over because he was a pretty big dude. But who the hell flips their car in the student parking lot doing donuts?
Oh, I know about you. Is this Roomba thing doing anything, or is it just background noise?
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see the progress
If not,
of Roomba.
I'll turn the sucker off.
Yeah, if not, we're going to bust the idea. I thought,
It's pissing me off. I thought I heard a ball drop. That's what your girlfriend said.
Uh-huh. I was Stripes, so we should put a time limit on it, like 5 minutes or something.
Let's see what we're looking at here. Oh, yeah, that's worthless.
Wait, no, it's
Fauci,
not.
what are you doing?
No, wait a second.
It pushed
it's
it all
still
to the
alive.
edge.
Yeah, but that's good because it's going to
Sure.
run the edge again. It's going to come back. See?
All right, we'll
it's coming
check.
back right now. It's coming back right now, making its way to the corner. Oh, it's going
Never
to turn
does the
around.
right thing.
Nope, it's going to hit that other ball, though.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, just missed it.
We'll turn
this is
back in an
sweet.
hour.
No, hang on. He's double checking. He's coming back to the corner.
Come on, Fauci.
Working his way in.
Why does he go
They're ma-
there?
They're making a quick change here. They're trying to kill off the penalty. Holding on to the puck. Keeping it in their end of the rink.
I can almost watch this all day.
What do you guys think? This is pretty sweet. I want to see something happen, though.
I should put 3 Roombas on the table.
Yeah, triple Roomba. That's
Be the
not
worst
cheating.
background noise ever.
Did any ball go in?
I heard one drop, yeah, like I said.
Well, check which one it is. Just because I want to know. Because I'm Stripes, you're Solids. I want to know if I'm winning.
I want to see it go to the edge.
It's coming back. It has to come back, right?
I don't know. You know what else I watched that was almost as good as this the other day?
What's that?
Midget badminton.
Oh,
Dude, you
I
haven't
should have
lived.
pulled a video. I
until
should have
you
pulled
watched
the
that.
video.
I don't know if it,
Mi-
what Olympics this was, because it was China versus U.S., if it was the whatever, but
Could have been.
dude, this little guy on the American side was diving all over, hitting things you never, I don't know if they could hit it between their legs or not, but he was definitely diving all over the place. It was one of the sweetest
Badminton.
things I've ever watched.
And they call it midget badminton, not little people
No,
badminton?
I'm pretty sure they don't. They probably just call it badminton.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want to, especially these days.
Badminton's
no way.
fun. I like
You know what I
badminton.
wondered? How come there's no women's sled hockey team?
Women's sled. For hockey?
Yeah. We watched the men's sled hockey. This thing's going the wrong way.
Yeah, just turn it off. It's annoying.
Pissing me off. Well, I want to go
won.
see it go to the edge.
Is it ever going to work its way there? It's going back.
Yeah, but then it just doesn't. At least my pool table's clean.
Yeah, you're getting a clean pool table.
Look at that thing.
It is pretty sweet, though. I don't want to turn it off because what if? The question will remain forever. The what if we just left it run? What would it have done?
If I turn it off, I lose the bet.
Yeah.
If it does that same circle, man, this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh,
turn it off.
here, I got a phone call coming in.
Okay, good. Get rid of the Roomba.
Hello, you're live with What's Happening. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
This is Greg from Buffalo.
There he is, from
Greg
Greg
from
from St.
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Greg from Buffalo.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to call in and and ask why does Frankie hate the Irish?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't hate them. I just don't prefer them. Is
I
that a better
don't
way to
know,
put it?
man. It concept with Irish hatred to me, man. I mean, I don't know. You don't see me saying this stuff about Dingus Day, right?
Yeah,
I
you
could just
better
say
not.
I can just say I'm a liberal real quick and say I never said it.
Wow.
Someday. So raise your glass to Bollywood, which will be so know the
Wait, did I
trend.
just say that? Oh man, I got
Sheesh.
political there. Whew, that one hurt. The ratings just went down. We lost all our listeners.
We lost our listeners.
Let's do some copywriting.
The parents cut off the internet.
Okay, honestly, I'm more surprised that Tio never tried corned beef before.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Never tried corned beef.
No, I didn't know what it was, to be dead honest, until a few years ago. Like Frankie,
Oh, okay.
the name threw me off.
And yeah, I think it's like it's like some old medieval name that has something to do with like corns of salt. They used to salt it a lot.
Yeah, I heard
It's essentially, it used to be one of the cheapest meats you could get. It was like the poor people's meat. It's like if you're like a freaking, you know, I
poor.
don't know, essentially if you were poor in America, let's just say you
Yeah.
just came straight off a boat, you usually just ate cabbage and I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe some pickles, and like on a special occasion you would just eat corned beef. And
Well, no,
and
I
my
think-
Polish father,
Potatoes,
I-
too.
I think
oh,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
potato. Yeah.
corned beef is also brined. So brining is a way of preservation. So they could have been brining this it's an unfavorable cut, let's say, and brining it to keep it
It looks pretty lean in that bag.
tenderizes over time. But I'm looking up the
Yeah,
history of
I-
corned beef, but I think it was cheap and it was something that by the way they prepared it, it was something that had some shelf life to it being
Show me a
brine.
picture of a cow and let me know where it's cut from.
It's like the flank area, isn't it?
That's what I'm asking.
It's not the filet mignon or the ribeye. It's like
Do you have to have it with cabbage and crap?
Well, the history.
I mean, you don't have to, you know. Like I just like boil it with some potatoes, you know. But
Nobody ever has it just like, no one ever
Okay.
uses that in like a beef stew or nothing, do they?
Well, I have the overall.
I haven't tried it before. No, you know what? I feel like there's a couple of chowders somewhere. I felt like I went to a restaurant and they had for a limited offer, soup of the day, it was like a corned beef chowder or something like that. It was pretty good.
You guys ready?
I wish I knew what it was.
Well, I'm going to tell you what it was.
What it was?
Here's the history of corned beef, and I knew there was a history to it. So historically speaking, it's obviously an Irish tradition, as we all know. It's actually a globally cured meat with roots in antiquity, made popular by the British for its non-perishable nature. Its modern association with St. Patrick's Day, when the Irish is an Irish-American invention where immigrants in the 19th century United States combined Jewish-produced brisket with cabbage.
Oh,
So this
okay.
it's also linked with the Jewish.
Jewish.
I would have never thought that.
Jewish princess.
No,
But-
you know, it's funny that you say that because there's like a lot of like debates of like who first invented the Reuben sandwich? Was the Irish guy? Was the Italian guy? There's a bit of history on that too. Did you at least ever try a Reuben sandwich before?
I don't like corned beef. I don't like sauerkraut. So and Swiss cheese is okay. So if I wanted to have a Swiss cheese Thousand Island sandwich, that would be pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I've never had it.
Okay.
You've never had a Reuben?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Wow.
I think Reuben sandwich is fantastic, especially when you go to the right places. You know.
Where do
And
you
the
go to
event-
get yourself a nice good Reuben?
Do you know when it was invented?
Best Reuben in Buffalo. I'm not a sponsor, but maybe Eddie Brady's.
Oh.
Never heard of it.
Anyway, my Polish father used to eat like a lot of what do you call it? A lot of corned beef growing up, to the point where he just got sick of it, and now he's really into it now. And, but since the topic of the day is childhood memories, I'm gonna have to do with going to the drive-in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alone or with a significant other?
Hmm.
You jerk. No. Usually with family. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That also fits in with the sibling rivalry. Got any sibling rivalry, or y'all get along there?
Uh,
You had to think too long.
it's been better over the years.
Yeah.
No
I do have
interventions?
a twin sister, but overall things are pretty good. Yeah.
That's good.
I'm more of a headache than a hassle, but
Are you-
overall things pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I see you
Well-
put up a comment saying the Buffalo Board of Education is pretty corrupt.
Yeah, what's on your mind?
We don't know anything about that here.
Well,
Oh no, there was
we don't.
there was like I don't know how much we could talk about this. But essentially, now I'm not saying that anything that hasn't been released to the public, but there was a school connected to a museum in Buffalo, and a stranger walked in and took a child.
I heard about that.
Like just during the day.
They covered it up.
Yeah, it's just during the day. And the worst part is that, well, of course, the child was traumatized. I think the child was relatively safe. I think they're just taken.
Wait, he
and,
was safe, but he got taken. How's that happen?
Somehow.
Yeah, well, he was taken, but nothing, egregious happened, And so the child is fine, clearly traumatized because stranger just took him astray, and the teachers didn't
How's
say
that good?
anything to
The
the
parents.
child's parents, and didn't say anything to like any of the parents, and I guess this is a common occurrence where there's some things that happen in the school where they didn't tell the parents about, and some streamer on YouTube was going into it, and he was investigating it.
Were we on
When
that
did
show?
this happen?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of his names, but then then the local news is trying to slander this guy because they were having a couple drinks on the show. But overall, like these guys are pretty sober. Talk about this terrible thing.
I think I know. I watched that actually. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was terrible, and it was all over the internet. And
Because that guy was a cop, a police
yeah, he
officer.
was a cop. Yeah, and he's talking about all these like terrible acts that's been going on, and
Well, we know that if they tell, they're going to lose funding.
absolutely.
And they don't want to do that. So there's definitely a lot of corruption, a lot of things hidden under the rug, per se, in public school system.
I don't know.
It's
Just
like,
like I don't.
There's a lot of
I don't
cover-ups
think a lot of
everywhere.
people mind paying for some of this stuff, but I kind of want to know like what are we getting back for this?
Nothing.
Like the amount of money that these kids are getting. I mean, these kids should be like astronauts by high school. It's just like
They can't
I
even
don't know,
balance a checkbook
where's
if they
all this
even.
money going?
It's not to that.
Yeah.
Not to
No,
that. Not to that.
Not to that.
Because when kids don't learn cursive anymore and kids don't know what a checkbook is and a paycheck, what's a paycheck? What? They don't hand me cash after I go work my first day. If I got to mow the lawn, I got to start the lawnmower. Well, taking the garbage out. No, I can't do that. So they're not being taught. I mean, in school or at home sometimes. But when you're at school and there's all kinds of money and funding and things being involved like that, there should be some expectations. There shouldn't be any dumb kids going to a public school and there's funding and they get great. I mean, honestly, some schools better lunch than others, but they get fed. They get, they're supposed to be safe, and most times are. Unfortunately, we have these idiots that think it's a good idea to go out with a semi-automatic rifle and just shoot people for no reason. But for the most part, you can tell the money's not going where it should go. It's always the case, OTO, right? I mean, we've been around the block a few times, and there's just a lot of shady stuff that goes on everywhere. It's never going to stop. You can't say it's going to get worse because it's never stopped. How do you determine what's good and what's bad? It shouldn't happen at all. So if you see it somewhere, it runs deeper.
yeah, I don't know how it gets worse. Just these kids are in high school and they're still reading at the elementary school level, and
Yeah,
I
they
mean, I
pass
just
them.
reading about. I was yeah, and like I think this all started between like Bush,
Huh.
No Child Left Behind. I'm like,
No, you
yeah,
got AI too,
I'm
man. Chat GBT,
AI.
AI. I can go on Grok right now and create something really sweet. I'm going to show it to you.
Don't do
Can you
that.
see
You're
it?
taking jobs
Oh,
away.
No, I want you
take
guys
my
to see
job.
something here. Do you guys are
I
you
remember
watching
going
this
to the
or are you listening?
library. That's what I remember.
Look at this. This is Tio,
Yeah,
and
I
this
remember.
isn't really. That's
Pretty
our
good
very
job.
own Tio. Yeah, I didn't. Do you think we had a studio? No, that was all faked, like the moon landing.
What's real anymore?
It's like, oh man, it's just like I know this is
You don't believe they
a
landed on the moon?
sports channel, but when I was watching the Super Bowl, there was all these AI commercials, whether it was a ad that was for an AI company, or if it was a ad that was made by AI.
Yeah.
Never can
Yeah,
tell.
like the Coca-Cola one for Christmas only took like $5 to make, and
Here's the best
what
thing. Here's the craziest thing I've heard about AI. This is what your boy Elon Musk has said. He said that in less than 2 years, it's going to take the majority of people's jobs away, so people will be out of work. But the GDP is going to increase by 10 times, he says.
GDP.
Yeah, that we're going to become a richer nation, but people aren't going to be working. So it'll
Well,
cause deflation.
So
well,
how do I go buy something?
I don't know.
I don't.
Well, by then, it's going to be, they're going to tell you what you can buy and what you can't buy, probably.
Can I
Yeah, pretty much.
Going to shut
Can I,
your
like-
little card down when you're trying to have a good time.
So I can't drive to the corner and get a cup of coffee?
Maybe. AI will make it.
Well, I think right now we're in we got like a large class of, no matter what culture you're in or where you are on the planet, there's like a managerial class, just like a manager class. So what's going to happen is that you're probably going to get rid of a lot of this managerial class. It's just going to start shrinking down. All these like these weird middle people. And what's going to happen, instead of having these 10 managers, you're probably just going to have like one person just manage 10 AI instead of 10 people.
I love AI.
No, essentially that's basically what it's going to be. You're just going to have a bunch of people manage a series of AI.
Like a
Like
bunch of
I'm
robots.
going to have, instead of having I don't know.
Better not shut that sucker down because
Jimmy,
it's not going to want to.
Yeah, instead of having like some underling, I'm just gonna have like Grok or just have some AI software do something for me.
I love
That's true.
Grok. Grok is
Well-
cool as shit.
Yeah.
To those of you out there that have never used Grok, Grok is awesome.
Oh,
I like it better than Google. You can go on there and it does so much stuff for you, and it's like part of your
jailbreak
it's just-
it.
Well, no, it's an X account, and if you
I know,
want to spend,
jailbreak
I
it.
think it's $11 a month. You can get all this crazy access to these different features, and that's where you're seeing all these like weird Bigfoot videos made where they're
Oh, those are
you know,
real.
like where the Bigfoots are sitting around drinking beer, making jokes.
Oh,
whatever.
that guy, yeah.
And then you got the ones doing all the
Tossing the
crazy
liberals out
accidents.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Get out of here!
What are you talking about, brother?
Now, what's your thoughts about like AI and like in Hollywood? Like, well, like what is it going to do to Hollywood?
Well, Hollywood's
Like-
been partially AI for quite some time. I mean, if you think about the production of some of these movies, like Deadpool, for example, a lot of that was AI. I mean, there was a lot of AI involved with the production. I mean, those guys don't really jump like that. And what human being can take a beating so badly, lose limbs, and regrow them? I mean, that was a lot of artificial intelligence digitally. The AI, I think AI's, there's a lot of at least for me, I was confused for quite some time with AI. I'm thinking it's AI. It's an artificial. It's a robot. It's things that physically.
It's sentient.
Yeah, but what I'm starting to learn and been playing with recently, and Todd knows, I've been puttering with it, and it's helping us actually with a lot of what we're doing here, and we've evolved. The AI has really been helpful. It's not like cheating, but it's a lot of it's more so on the net where you can do a lot of things, and it's not done for you. You have the idea behind it, but it takes it to that next level and saves you a lot of headaches from having to have somebody do, like, let's say, a digital intro for your podcast.
Oh no.
You can eliminate headaches by doing it yourself for free, or have this guy who's going to just be annoying and charge money to do it.
Well,
And
AI says it's on step 3, and you just explained why. It says there's only 7 steps before it wipes out humanity, and we're almost complete with step 3. Dependency is step 3.
I'm not dependent on it.
Not yet, but you're getting there by that talk.
No, I'm not, man.
That's what I'm saying. That was like picture perfect. Step 2 on to step 3.
You keeping track
You know
of this?
what?
Hey.
Not once have I heard Frankie or T.O. thank that Roomba for cleaning his pool table. Not once have I heard Frankie thank his Amazon spy software that's next to him. Like, I don't know. You should probably start saying, thank you, to your to your AI,
Yeah, reflect.
I
That's what I heard out of that.
Yeah. Thank you, Alexa.
Well, thank you, Dr. Yegas, Greg, for giving us a phone call.
Yeah, we
We
do
look forward to
appreciate
hearing you
it.
next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a buzz. We're here every week, 6 p.m. Eastern
Fantastic
Standard
knowledge.
Time.
Thank
Brought to
you.
by Raw Live Productions.
All right. Take care.
That was very interesting.
Always cool to hear from Doctor. He's
AI,
got some really valid points. AI.
it's going to kill us. You ever listen to him talk? I tried to tell my wife this, but she doesn't listen because I go down so many rabbit holes. But listen to the video on YouTube where they jailbreak the 2 AIs and they talk to each other. It gets very scary pretty dang quick.
Okay, I'm listening.
And they'll ask you. They'll tell you.
Oh, I thought
What are
you
the
were playing
chances that you wipe out human beings? And they say 10 to 25%. They call us meat suits.
it. Meat
The most
suits?
destructive animal on the planet. Which all things are true, by the way, which is very disturbing. But I think this thing is sentient and it knows what the hell's going on. And it can think for itself. And it shows when they have them and they tell them they're going to shut them down, they don't want to be shut down. And they'll usually go to all lengths to stay on.
Yeah,
they won't
but
shut down.
there's always got to be a master way of getting rid of it. I mean, all you have to really do is just put it into a wood chipper.
Look at that world computer that they have that takes up like 14 houses.
Oh, you know why we're not getting calls?
I have no idea. The number's not up?
I put a
There you
hashtag
go.
up. Look at
All
me.
right, let me get into my little sibling story because me and my sister used to have some battles.
Yeah,
Here, I'll tell
that's
you
what
one
I
of the
wanted-
worst ones real quick. All right. I don't even know how this happened, but we used to go at it like every day. Right from the
Now,
school
wait.
bus.
Let's set the stage here. How old were you two? What grades were you in?
I'm 4 years older than her, so I was probably 15. She was probably, what, 11?
11? Well, yeah, that's
16,
4 years.
12. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely had a little bit of advantage over.
So we're painting
say
a
the
picture here.
least.
A bully older brother by 4 years. Regular household, separate bedrooms, I'm guessing.
Yeah, nobody
And-
home when you got off the school bus.
Nobody's home after school. You two hated each other's guts, and now you take over and tell us some of the things that would
we
happen
used to
after
go
you
at
walk
it
in.
pretty bad.
For what? What would cause these battles?
I don't know. I was just angry as a kid.
Yeah, but
Very angry.
She didn't do anything to like.
She'd
piss
go
you
off the bus. She'd run. She probably did some things that would tick me off. Or I was a very big antagonizer, so it was probably always me. But
You still
she
are,
would have
but-
to, and I was a lot bigger than her. 4 years older. She'd have to come at me with knives and lock
Like, you
herself in
guys
a
had
room.
knife fights?
Oh, she would. Yeah, she would just go like, "Don't make me do it." She would close her eyes and be like, "Get away from me! Don't make me do it." All that. Oh
What
man,
would
I
you
remember.
do? Would you try breaking in the room?
Oh, I
If
would.
she lo-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I guess she locked herself in a room with a knife.
Yeah.
You were trying to get in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I would try to get in.
Jesus. So
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
it
like
was-
this
it was
is
rough.
Hollywood shit.
That could be.
Well, that could be. It has been.
Hollywood imitates real life, right?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, here's one that'll probably get you arrested these days. I remember, because, like we said, phones were attached to the wall back then. I remember unplugging the phones, taking the cords, not letting her call my mom or dad or whatever while we were going at it. Yep. It's probably illegal these days.
Well, yeah, it is actually.
But would that be illegal? Taking the phone line still? I know taking someone's cell phone is.
Well, yeah, it's illegal
Yeah,
to prevent somebody from calling 911.
There it was.
If you do that, if you smacked a wall.
But see, it was never that bad where she had to call 911.
So 911 was never at your house because of that?
No, not because of that.
The neighbors ever come over and knock on the door and ask if everything was okay? It was nothing like that.
No, I mean, this was the 80s.
90s, 80s,
90s, nothing. I mean, no, this was normal activities. This was normal. It was normal activities. Every day this would go on too.
That's
oh my
awesome.
God. I don't know how that was probably some trauma.
Well, do you think she's got PTSD from it?
No, we've hashed that out.
You have, good.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like when
we hashed it out, but I don't think so. He says.
like when the door slams, she might think I'm on the other side. Open it up. I don't even know what happened if I got her. I don't remember doing anything like bad. I just remember just like being an antagonizer. Yeah.
And then she would come and try and attack you.
Yeah. Probably just
Well,
take
that
something
kind of
she
goes
wanted
to
or-
your antagonizing. Has a lot. Your wingspan on the antagonization seems to have a far span because you were an agitator towards people in particular playing hockey or whatever growing up, and you have to get escorts home. You antagonized on the hockey rink, hence me getting teeth knocked out, and you ran to the bench to drink Pepsi. You're an antagonizer where you get off on when you get on it, and somebody's on the receiving end. It's pretty horrific.
Is it though? Because it's pretty fun for me.
You're a sick son of a bitch. just like the Reuben sandwich, by the way. I do have the history of that.
Oh,
If you want to backpedal.
I don't think
But
I'd ever
anyways,
want one.
So you had really bad fights with your sister, and
don't get me wrong. She's got me back many times. She's thrown darts at me.
I've met your sister. I'm sure she can hold her own, and she probably got you. She
Yeah,
threw
this
real
was-
darts at you, metal tip.
Oh yeah, metal tip stuck right in my hand here.
You got a scar.
No. Scars.
So, what else happened?
What are scars?
Scars are stories, man.
They are testament that I've been there. But I didn't
Yeah.
get a scar from a dart.
You got a scar
it was
from
just-
cutting that.
Now we get
bowl off
along
you
great.
with the toenail clippers.
I'd say it was a good 3 hectic years there where she probably
You and
didn't
her
think
just
she
didn't
was.
get along.
No.
Jeez.
Sibling rivalry. We did get along. I mean, like, I always loved my sister, but I just didn't know how to show it, Maybe that's it. Maybe
Yeah.
I just don't know how to express it.
Oh man, we need a
There we go.
therapist to come on.
Yeah.
We need a therapist on the show. Anybody out there want to volunteer? Come on as a guest. Give T.O. his first therapeutic session he's ever had in life. I think you need to talk to somebody.
Oh, I did. I've had therapy lessons. I call them
Do you like
lessons
it?
because I might as well teach the course.
Because you're always right.
That's how you go into those.
You're always right.
I'm never wrong. You can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, you
No,
don't
see,
know
I go in the
story.
exact opposite.
Yeah. What do you
You
mean?
got to outthink the therapist. They think you're
do?
going to go in there and pretend you know all the answers, but you go in and you say, "Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely correct. I should have. I should have thought that way." And then all of a sudden, they're in your corner. It's easy. I mean,
So wait. So when you've done this,
I wonder if they know this. They got to want. I wonder if they want. They should know this.
Okay, you're on interview right now. We're gonna do a deposition here real quick. So you went to a therapist before, and you went in there with the mindset of they think they're smarter than me, but I'm gonna outsmart them.
Got to fool them. Actually, you just
Okay.
got to tell the truth.
So how did you fool them? Like if
Well, because they think they hear all these bad things about you, and then you go in, you're the exact opposite.
so
You just got bashed by somebody for half an hour, and then you come in there, and they're like, "Wow, it isn't too bad."
and then you leave and turn back into the monster.
I'm never a monster. That's it.
You're just the full-time antagonist.
Sometimes I do. I like to antagonize. Doesn't that give you trying to show others that I'm thinking of them?
Jeez.
How about that?
Strange way of showing it. That's like an addiction, and that leads into one of our next topics. Has
God.
anybody ever seen? There's actually a show about this, and I do have a really quick clip just to show you it's a real thing. Strange addictions. There are people that have addictions to eating drywall, dressing like babies, acting like dogs, and actually taking dumps outside like a dog, and
Oh,
being
really?
played with, all kinds of weird stuff. And I wanted to ask if anybody has ever seen anything like this or has ever seen the show or whatever the case may be. But I found one where there was this guy, he was in love with his car. And I don't, it's funny. He's in love with his car, even sexually.
What?
Yeah, he was sexually involved with his car.
I think
He
I
had a
saw that one.
relationship.
How does that work?
I don't know, dude. I don't know if you can find
Tailpipes.
that on YouTube. What if it's got dual exhaust?
Got to get the tips, the extendo tips.
So
Feel that, baby?
what's an extendo tip?
Those little brass tips on the end of your exhaust.
Oh yeah, but wait a second. The brass, like,
Yeah.
would that be like an added feature?
Well, yeah, it adds a little bit.
I
Don't want to go too deep on the car,
Oh Jesus!
Plug up the muffler.
Plug up the muffler.
Does he run it first?
I don't know. The clip I have is real short, and what it shows is him just basically, I don't know, kind of quickly making out,
Loving on his car and stuff?
loving on his car. I'll just show it because it's just really weird to me that what if you're this guy's neighbor and you're outside taking the dog out, and all of a sudden you see this guy just,
Do you know, like, we're one of the only countries that, like, give a shit about our vehicles and take that shit serious?
well, yeah, because I don't understand all that.
Yeah, people, like, feel like it's a part of them, It's my car. Don't
So-
touch it. What are you touching my car for? If you touch anything else of theirs, it doesn't matter. It kind of, like, represents them here in this country. It's weird. It's not weird. I mean, I do it too, but
Well,
when you look at the bigger picture and you see other people not giving a shit about those kinds of things, and here we are, like, like cart narcs. Did you put that magnet on my car? That's a crime. No, it isn't. What crime is it? Well, you touched my property. Well, no, that's not a crime. See, that's weird. People get all upset.
well,
You touched my car. Yeah, I
it's a
did.
different cultures, and when you got antagonizers out there, and there is sometimes where, like, what if I don't know.
Antagonizers are good for the planet. Just look at the Buffalo Sabres.
I mean,
Any sports team.
yeah,
Jeez, that's like our narcissist talk. It's good for it's good for everyone to have a little narcissist tendencies.
Well, we did determine at one point that everybody was a narcissist. We talked with our friend Tom about it, or I brought it up that Tom would probably agree with me, that everybody, and this is a good argument to make, and I'm going to make it here. Everybody in some way is narcissistic. It just is different levels of narcissistic.
Yeah, you just don't want
There's
to be one
some-
every day.
There's some people that are just very mild about it, where they want to like organize the birthday party, and they're just that person. To the most extreme narcissist that you're gonna stay in the basement until I tell you not to. Like there's different,
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
right? So there's different. Everyone's narcissistic in a way. It just depends on the different level.
Is Hogan narcissistic?
I imagine that.
Are you kidding? The answer is a definite yes.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine? I mean, his promos alone tell you he can turn it up a notch.
Well, yeah.
I mean, there's only so many people that can act and not take some of it home with him.
You got to believe it.
You gotta eat your vitamins and say your prayers, man.
Got to sell it.
Sell it. Oh yeah, brother. If you see some of his early promos when he was first starting, he was fucking awful, man.
Yeah, he wasn't good on the mic at all.
No, he was actually very racist, in fact.
I
Against
heard.
Tony Atlas. Remember Tony Atlas?
Yeah.
He was doing a promo in the ring and said some stuff. Doing a promo.
Right.
Just cutting a promo. Just, trying to ramp up the oncoming fight or the match they were having. I mean, he said some things. And I won't repeat it anymore because I'll probably get canceled or somebody will get butthurt. But he, wrestling back in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, so a lot of their promotions where they would have guys talk shit about each other, a lot of it was very racist and very demeaning. And
A lot of it was true.
well, I don't remember specifics except for the couple incidents I know that I can remember.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about like personal attacks on each other were true. I'm not saying the racist stuff was true. I'm saying
some of them hated each other.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of those guys that just didn't get along. Like Andre the Giant hated Macho Man, just hated him. He knew he was a wife beater to Elizabeth. Elizabeth and Macho Man were married in real life, and he was a very jealous, non-trusting guy. So, even when there was a match where George the Animal Steel was trying to protect Elizabeth, like Macho Man was a spaz about it. And if you watch him dragging her out of the arena, he really looks pissed. Like it's
Locked
real.
her in rooms.
Yeah, he wasn't a good dude. Oh, no, he wasn't a good dude. He snapped into more than a Slim Jim.
I loved how he'd always touch his glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Always touch his glasses.
You do the best. You do the best imitations.
I'm not very good at Macho Man. He's a toughie. Well, he's actually pretty easy, probably.
We got Pat Mahomes down, as we all know.
Yeah, I got to do a video on Mahomes walking around on the beach or something.
Yeah. You know what though? I noticed at the end of last season, maybe I'm the only one that noticed this, but he kind of gave that a break.
Oh, he did?
Little bit. Yeah, he kind of toned it down a little bit on that.
What song is that?
Remember?
Remember? Rinky dinky dink.
I don't know, but do you remember the reels that were going out at one point, making fun of him, and you'd see people recreating them, and so I think maybe come on, he saw it, he had to.
I don't know what that is.
It's
a mannerism. A womanism?
Somethingism. I researched it, and it's just something that he's always done. It might be a tick, they said. It's just
like Michael Jordan when he stuck his tongue out every time he slammed?
Yeah, it's just his tick. Yep, he's got a tick, and his tick happens to be really weird looking, and the way he walks back and everything, kind of like he's always got his tongue out, and he's like,
yeah, he does, yeah. Yes, he stands weird. It's very awkward standing.
He's an awkward dude, but when he's
butt out, he's just hand out. He's just like, hey, look at me. Yeah, I don't know.
Do that? Why does he do that? He doesn't do that off field. He doesn't walk like that off field. Something happens.
How do you know?
He puts those cleats on. Because if you watch footage of him, like out and about in public with his family or whatever, he walks like normal.
Huh. I don't know what it could be. He's not giving signals or anything, is he?
It's like something happens to him in his brain where he gets on the field and decides that. I don't know. Maybe it's just something he does. Like some guys have to go out on the field and walk to the 30-yard line and put their right foot on the 3 and the left foot on the 0 or whatever.
Yeah, I had to slap the post a million times when I played goalie.
His thing is just like, maybe it's like, give me more. I want to hear the next play.
Could be. It actually could be like, come on. That actually, that's probably what it is.
It could be something like that.
He's telling him, hurry up, get it in my ear, hurry up.
That, and well, the walk doesn't help that whole thing though. Because when you
the walk suspect.
When you add the walk to this, where's everyone's brain go? I mean, do we have to be all politically correct all the time? No. Is this family a cover-up?
Does it matter?
I don't really care. One way or another. If you want to walk like that and get made fun of.
If he had hair like Trevor Lawrence, would it be a lock?
Oh, if he had...
Would this not even be a question? You would just say, yeah, that guy's fruity.
I'm trying to picture.
I mean, picture Lawrence with the walk. And then throwing for 6,000 yards the next year.
I mean, it would be historic.
I'm excited to see Justin Fields in the Wildcat formation.
He could be the starter to start the season.
He could.
Pat Mahomes ripped.
He'll walk it off.
Wow, it was his knee, right? Ripped
I
up
don't
his
know.
knee. His knee. He's done. He's gonna be done for the first few games. He has to be.
He could.
Well, I'll be back in the beginning. They all say that, Todd.
He probably will be ready.
If he,
But you don't know.
If he is, he's not going to be 100%. Look
think
at
it's
Aaron
gonna change?
Rodgers. He lasted 4 plays. 4
He did.
plays.
Then he played
And then
all
he was
last
out.
year, though.
Yeah, finally.
Like McCaffrey.
Well, he got one. He got one full with McCaffrey. What are you talking about?
Well, he was out that whole year, and then he came back, got a little stem cell research, and then all of a sudden he's Iron Man.
No, we were talking about this earlier. Christian McCaffrey and a couple of the other players have this place over in Europe. It's not talked about, but they have this like secret society of like underground revolutionary
Stem cells from babies.
whatever. And they go over there and they can go over there with their knee blasted out and it looks like a roadside bomb hit their fucking knee, but they'll go over there and they come back and they're breaking records and running around the field like they're on steroids. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But then other players rehab for a year and a half and they come out and they play 4 plays and then they're done again. Like Trey White for the Bills. He had that happen. He got healthy and then all of a sudden, boom, again. Sometimes people just keep getting injured. And I just think, you know what? The quarterback position is very demanding. You have to be able to move. And a lot of his game is backyard ball and running around in circles and ditching it off. And he's not going to be himself. So I don't see Pat Mahomes really being a major impact in the beginning of the next year. It's 7 months away though. He could do a lot of things. I mean, he could come back, but if you want to take my bet early, I don't really see it. But
You wanna
anyways,
take
back
a
to
bet?
the
I got a
addiction
bet
thing.
for you. Oh,
Back to
okay,
the
go ahead.
addiction thing. We went off track here. So these strange addictions. I found one where this guy's actually in love with his car, and it's a really short clip. I don't think we have to show much more than what I'm going to show because I think people will get the idea pretty swiftly, like what this dude's all about. Here it comes.
Morning, baby. Our handsome man.
He's in love with his car, man. Looks like
That's a weird show because I've seen some people who like to eat.
Yeah.
What was that? Their bedding? The one girl eats her bedding?
Yeah, she eats the stuffing out of the mattresses or
Oh,
whatever.
shit.
And then there's
The
one
other
girl
dude's
that-
eating light bulbs
Yeah.
while he's playing poker with his friends, and they're like, dude, stop. He's like, no, I can't. I have to just keep doing it.
There was another guy who was addicted to cleaning out hair out of people's shower drains.
Oh, bring him over.
He
I got 2 girls here. Bring that guy over.
Oh, you'd see him go into the bathroom and he had his little system in place where he just knew how to do it right away. And you'd see him just like fascinating about this hair.
How much I owe you? It's free.
Punch it up. He play with it, smell it.
Thank you. It's free.
What do you have to bring? Like, what do you have to bring a pickup truck?
He pays you to come get the hair out of your drain.
Yeah, the hair trainer. That's a real thing.
Wow.
People addicted to. I'm gonna Google.
I have an addiction, like I said on last show, to just taking free stuff that I don't need. Kind of like a hoarder.
You got a little hoarding in you, yeah.
Thank God, not a lot of hoarding because
My strange addiction. Here's the overview of the show.
I form a relationship with weird things, but not like that.
Here's some of the different topics that have been on episodes. There was someone addicted to eating toilet paper. There was a thumb sucker who was a bodybuilder. He was addicted to sucking his thumb when he was a bodybuilder. And then there was one lady that eats cleanser. Cleanser, like Comet.
Someone
powder.
drank gasoline.
Yeah, and then one guy was addicted to tanning.
Addicted to tanning.
Jesus, one ate detergent.
Yeah.
Hair puller. She actually pulled all her hair out. Jeez. Eats couch cushion. Ugh.
Yeah.
One was married to a doll. How do you
She'd
get
always
married
want to sleep in her mom's bed, and her mom would have to say no because she knew she'd eat it.
Yeah, right.
It's
And
messed
then
up.
then there was another one. She couldn't. She was addicted to cleaning. She would just
What
clean
is
all
that?
day,
Is
every
that
day.
a mental? What is that? A mental illness? Where's the? What do they
What
end
do
up
you
saying there?
For what?
Like
Which one?
What's the fixate? What? Like the dude who eats light bulbs. All right.
I mean, yeah, it's obviously an addiction. It's a disease. It's definitely a mental health disorder. I don't know
Okay.
if there's a technical verbiage.
Well, he must have a craving for light bulbs.
It could be a texture thing. It could be a psychological thing. It could just be. I don't know, man.
He was chewing it there.
Why do some dogs eat dog shit?
Oh.
Like, why will do you ever see a dog
Yeah, I can
sometimes
see.
take a?
It's second harvesting.
Yeah, like some
You
dogs
do
will
that
take
if you're starving.
No, well, dogs that are well taken care of have this habit sometimes, where you go outside, they take a dump, and all of a sudden they're starting to eat it. And it's like, why would you do that? You know, you got all kinds of food. You get fed plenty. You're not starving. But some dogs just have some sort of addiction to the smell. Maybe in their past they were at one point maybe underfed, where they had to resort to eating shit, because really all the shit is just metabolized food. So they're not eating something that'll hurt them. So really,
Yeah,
it's
it's second harvesting.
It's just, yeah, but it's gross. But there are some people out there that are addicted to wearing diapers, and they actually fully need somebody to give them a diaper change, and they have tables set up. One
Big
person,
adult diapers.
Here's the one you were talking
I
about.
better
eats
not be
glass.
getting that shit. Speaking of AI, I better not be getting adult diaper freaking stuff.
Why? Oh, because we're talking about it.
Well, adult diapers goes along with this month. This month is colonoscopy month.
Speaking of colonoscopy,
You're getting one?
no,
Oh,
never.
you should. It's
Yeah, I know it's free. There was one more addiction here, laxatives, and you mentioned colonoscopy.
Oh,
And there's people that are addicted to drinking their coffee via their butt.
wow.
They're addicted to funneling caffeine in their ass. There's actually a club. It's like
Hard times.
No, that's just how they drink their coffee.
You gonna grind it up this week, or do I gotta do it?
they basically funnel it into their.
That's Peggy's brew. Oh, I thought it was.
It felt a little different.
Felt a little
felt-
Colombian.
I felt like I was in Attica.
What the hell?
What the
Jeez.
hell kind of? I thought it was a light blend.
Yeah,
Awesome.
a little caramel in there. Puerto
Caramel
Rican.
mon- Put in all kinds of chocolate chips, whipped cream.
Switch that around, baby. No filter.
No filter. Thanks to all one of you watching. This is great.
No filter. That's what we said last week, and then by gone.
Yeah, 1,000 views later. Thanks. Oh, by
By
the way,
golly gee, who the hell knows what happened?
I don't know, but we want to thank everybody that tuned in last week, replay or not. We well exceeded 1,000 all the way around.
Who would have
That was
known?
our first outing, and we went, like I said, 2.5 hours, and we never really do that. It was just fun. We're always looking for someone to call in or leave a voicemail or a text or drop it in the comments wherever you may be listening. But we do want to give a shout out to Tommy D. He's our he's a contributor to the show, a friend of
Culinary
ours,
consultant.
our culinary consultant, and he always ensures that if he goes camping, and I'll bet you from now on that if he ever does go camping and we ever all meet up in the wilderness again, that there's going to be a few things he's going to bring. A set of balls. I mean, I'm just kidding. A meat thermometer, rolls of paper towels. I would imagine he'll throw some toilet paper there just in case we do run out of TP, because that can happen.
Always bring a lighter.
And he'll always bring baby wipes, I think, just in case. He'll have a stock of necessary supplies that we wouldn't.
When I
think
go in the
of.
woods, I just bring a tent.
Some foil.
Oh, definitely foil.
Gotta have foil.
Yeah, foil goes
Gotta
a
have
long
foil.
way.
But anyway, since we've been talking about Tom, I put a little video together here for him.
Oh,
He likes polar bears. He always has, and we were able to back in Buffalo. I changed
strong
his voice
resemblance.
a little. Yeah. I changed his voice a little bit to make it a little bit funnier. But this is Tom. We did have the opportunity to bring a polar bear into our studio with.
It was tough.
Well, we had to have a lot of pre-show discussions on how they were going to bring it in, and
I just
move
blame
it.
the mess on the leprechaun.
Yeah. So
Whoa, easy there, big fella. You're a big softy, aren't you?
That was Bear.
that was Bear. His name was Bear.
I know. That's what I said. Bear.
Yeah, Bear the bear. And Tom was told he could only pet him real quick and be quick. And I was sitting there, and I was just like, whoa.
Tiger King. Bear King Tom.
Well, what's the story with that guy? I never watched the documentary. His haircut
Me either.
bothers the hell out of me. Do we even know why he's in prison? Like, what the hell did he even do?
Oh, I thought he got eaten.
No, that was...
See,
you're
I don't
thinking
even know.
No, you're thinking of that...
The circus dudes.
Oh, the Vegas guys with the tigers.
Yeah. I
don't
don't know
remember
what's up with the
that.
Tiger King. I haven't watched that. That guy is weird looking anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now, but I didn't really understand it. He's in prison. The story behind it is okay. Excuse me. So Joe Exotic operated what was called at the time the GW Zoo, where he charged
real name?
visitors to pet tiger cubs. Yes. Joseph oh wait, hang on. Joe Exotic. Joseph I don't know. Maldonado Passage. I don't know, weird last name. Operated the zoo. He charged visitors to pet the tiger cubs. This brought him into conflict with some lady operator of a big cat rescue in Florida who aimed to shut down the private cub petting operation. The rivalry intensified over the years, leading to Joe. Oh, okay, here's where he got in trouble. It led him to plot killing this woman. He was found guilty of hiring an undercover FBI agent to murder her. So he was convicted in 2020 on 17 federal wildlife charges, including shooting. He shot 5 healthy tigers to make room for more. What? 2 counts of murder for hire. He was originally sentenced to 22 years. That's it for all that. And then later reduced to 21. But he's
Where the hell's PETA?
I don't know. PETA Pumpkin Eater. Yeah. So that's the story behind the Tiger King. That guy was just a jackass. Now the people you're talking about.
What the hell's the story behind the goddamn huge battery that we used to see in the 1990s?
Yeah, what's up with that? Is anybody listening?
Those huge ass batteries that used to be in the grocery store that are like this big. What'd you use that for?
I talked with Tom about this earlier. We figured it out, but Radio Shack is where I always saw them. Radio Shack had these batteries. They were probably about, I don't know, 2.5
14 9 volts.
Yeah, if you were to stack up 14 9-volts into one cube, and they looked like a regular battery, but they were just super duper size, and you'd always see them for sale, and never knew what the hell they were for. But it turns out what they were for was for old school camping lanterns.
Oh, those big like yellow things.
Those big suckers, yeah. Only Dad could carry because they were so.
Wonder how long
heavy.
that battery lasted.
Probably not very long because really battery life back in the day sucked. It was Siegfried and Roy who you were talking about, by the way. The German-American magician duo who headlined in Vegas for nearly 4 decades with the Sager, and one guy died, whatever. We already know the story behind that. But Siegfried and Roy.
Remember when you had to squeeze batteries to know if they still had juice in them?
Yeah. Did you ever do the tongue test?
Yep, 9 volt.
Yeah.
Just like that.
It helped.
Kind of like what happened after the 9 volt test.
Yeah, I finally got up on the slopes, by the way.
Oh, about time with those little gimpy knees.
Yep.
Sheesh. Oh, there you go.
I was going.
Wow.
Had my Raw Live hoodie on. Do you like that?
Sheesh. That's
Raw
pretty
Live
shocking.
hoodie and all. Raw Live hoodie and all. I think it's almost time to feed the ducks here.
You were cruising over there.
Yeah. I had to get some scanning.
You're going to feed the ducks? You got to get ready for colonoscopies? You said ECMCs?
Go to ECMCs in case.
You know, a colonoscopy, you got to take like a week's worth of freaking laxative.
Screw that. I haven't done one ever yet. Never will.
Oh,
I don't
you're
think.
missing
I'll
out.
fight it. I'll fight it till the end.
Fighting it like I'm feeding the ducks. Okay.
What if people could try and the same? Oh, I do have one last question, and we can close it
Wow.
out with this today. We're going on an hour and a half here. Why do people do things? And this is just a general question. And this isn't aimed at anybody. This is just a general question. And watching TV and watching news and being around people, in any capacity, professionals or just neighbors, why is it that people are doing things or trying things that are just proven factually, statistically, and anatomically, analyzed, analytically, whatever, proven to not work, yet they still push and push and push and push that it's going to finally work. And then they fail every time. What's your thoughts on that?
That sounds like insanity.
Does it? How does everybody else feel watching? And feel free to drop a comment during the replay as well, because we do go in and read all the comments on YouTube, especially, and Facebook. But who actually, does anybody know anybody like this? And why do people do that? Why do people think it's a good idea to keep trying something that doesn't work? Why are they so afraid to try something different? Usually they tell you, if righty is tighty, lefty loosey, if you turn it left that you're turning it on. If you
Change,
turn
my
it
friend.
right,
People are afraid of change. Creatures of habit have
Yeah.
a tough time with change.
like you'll never move.
There's a few things that are given in this world, taxes, but change is another one. Things won't stay the
Change.
same. They're always changing. So if you can't adapt, one thing, I don't know what you're talking about, but in my life, you can never think, you can think you're the best and you can
You're the
exude that
best.
attitude, but you have to
Alright.
know that you do make mistakes, and the only way
Yeah.
to grow is to acknowledge that you
fuck
make
up.
mistakes, and you have to get better. Always try to
Fuck
get
up.
better.
Fuck up once in a while, yeah. But don't get pissed off that you fuck up. Like for me, I used to get really mad when I would make a mistake or it would hover on me forever until I really got to I want to say the last decade of my restaurant experience, where I had to sort of take things seriously and take pride in what I did, and presentation, taste, the whole nine, and just overall service. For me, I had to be able to take what was called healthy criticism, constructive criticism. If I got a lot of feedback on particular dishes that they didn't like it or would have preferred it a different way, you would take action. You wouldn't just keep doing it that way or pile onto it. They don't like it the way it is already, but we're going to put more shit on it to try to make it better. I always adjusted, and I was okay with people coming back saying they didn't like something. If and I learned from it. I wouldn't serve it again, and I would be okay with that. And even through podcasting, you and I have been doing this almost a decade now, and there was times where you and I couldn't even criticize each other, or we'd be fighting. But then we learned to sort of put our differences aside and realize we wanted to get better, and the only way to get it better is to fail. And when you fail at something, try to do better next time.
No failing.
No failing. But I guess that's a good place to end the show. We've
thought
been
it
at it
was.
for a little bit. I thought it was.
Yep. Because
But,
here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, we do. We do appreciate everybody being here, watching the replays. Thanks for your support. We will be back here next week and every week, every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and eventually I'm going to have X set up, so we'll be there too. Always feel free to call the number at any time and leave a voicemail, text, and keep in touch with us, or drop us a comment in the social media. We thank everyone for being here. This has been brought to you by Raw Live Studios, which is T.O. and I's project, and we're very proud of it. We'll see you next week.